Good day everyone, you are welcome back to my channel. My name is Akopt Fashion. I create content on sewing tutorials, so if you're interested in something like this, please stick around. So in today's tutorial, I want to show you guys how to sew this trending crop top with a best sleeve and a pencil skirt. So I folded my material to my desired length. It depends on the kind of length you want to use, and I'm going to start by measuring my shoulder measurement, and which divided by 2 plus half inches. I will extend the line down to the upper bust line. So I marked 9 for my upper bust, and I will extend the line outside like so. So I'm going to mark my shoulder slope. My shoulder slope is going to be half an inch. Then I'll measure my neck width. I'm using 4 for my neck width. Then the neck depth is going to be 4 as well. So I'll connect that to the neck width. So I'm sewing this for one of my clients. So she's a little bit busty, so I decided to use 4 by 4 for the neck width. So the length I'm using for this is 18 inches, and I'm going to use lining to fold and half inches inward. So I'm going to take the bust measurement divided, the bust circumference divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches plus 1 inches. I'll do the same thing for the waist circumference divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches plus 1 inches, making 3.5 for sewing allowance. And it all depends on how free you want the top to be as well. For this person, I want it to be a little bit smart and also be free on her. So I'm going to take my shoulder armhole cuff. I will use 1 point from that angle, 1.5 rather, and I will connect it to the shoulder line. So for the back neck width, neck depth, I'm using 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. I decided to bend that part, the zip allowance, so that by the time I fix my zip, it will not be showing. So I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. So the next thing is to come to the front side, the front piece, and mark half inch inward and connect it to the shoulder line, the armhole line rather. That is to eliminate any bulge in the front. After that, so I'm done cutting the front piece. So I want to put my dart. I'm not going to put that on the front piece. I'll only put for back piece. So I marked 4.5 for my dart from the center back to the side. I marked 4.5. So I'm done cutting the top. So the next thing I'm going to cut is the skirt. So I folded my material as well, and I left 1.5 for zip allowance. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mark my waist circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5. So I left 1.5 inches for the tape rule. That will serve as my band, and I measure the hip length, which is 10. So my hip circumference divided by 4. Then I'm going to add 2 inches for sewing seam allowance. So whatever I get for the hip measurement, I'm going to hip circumference, I'm going to minus 1.5, and that will make me to have like a pencil shape for the skirt. So I'll minus 1.5 from that and connect it to the hem line. So I'm done shaping the skirt. So now I want to mark my dart for the skirt. So I'll come to the waist and mark 4.5. So I'll cut it out as well. So next thing I'm going to do now is to notch the center of the back and the front together so as to demarcate it. So I will notch the dart space as well. So I'll come to the front piece and remove half an inch and connect it back to the upper part of the side. So that will not make the band to be standing. It will make the band to relax well on the skirt. So now the next thing is to cut the band for the skirt. So I try to cut 2 inches. By the time I finish sewing it, it's going to remain 1.5. Don't forget I left 1.5 on the I left tape rule of 1.5 when I was measuring my skirt length. So the next thing now is to cut my sleeve. So the desired sleeve of this person is 26. So I'm cutting 28. I've added my seam allowance, which is 28. So I'm going to start from the down part of the sleeve. Don't forget that the best sleeve is having like a curve. So I'll come up by 4 inches from the center of the fabric because I folded the material into 4 equal parts. So I'll cuff it down like so. I'll cuff it to the side of the sleeve. So I'm going to check the sleeve measurement. Then I'll come up and measure 4 inches. That will serve as my armhole curve. Then the sleeve circumference divided by 4 plus 1 inches at the upper part of the sleeve. Then I will connect it down to form like a A shape. So I'll just cuff it up like so. So that is all for the sleeve. So now I've cut lining for the skirt and I left 2 inches so that it will fold the skirt up like so that the lining will not be showing under the skirt. So it's just the Ankara that will fold the material up. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and turn it at the side, the 2 sides of the skirt and the down part. I've cut lining for the top as well. I'll turn it that side, I'll sew it at the side, I'll sew it at the down part. I'll only be left with the armpit. So after sewing all those ones, I'm going to iron them neatly. So I'll do the same thing for the back and will be left with only armhole. I'll sew the zip space, I'll sew the neck, and I'll sew the side and the down part as well. So after sewing all that, I'm going to take it to my ironing table and iron it properly. So I'm done sewing it and I've ironed it. Can you see, guys? Can you see how the down part is looking like on the wrong side? So I want to now, the next thing I'm going to do now is to put my dart on the skirt. I'll take it back to the machine and put my dart. So I've done that, guys. I want to join the zip space, and I left 7 inches towards the hem line, and that will serve as my slit. So that is the dart space. I'll just take half inches and bring it outside again. So I'm done sewing the front piece as well, and I've ironed it. So don't forget I said there is not going to be dart on the front piece. It's only the back side that is going to be dart. So I've marked out the dart. So I'll take it to the machine now and put my dart on the back piece. So this is the sleeve. If you like, you can use ribbon to turn the down part of the curve part on the sleeve, and you can just turn it the way it is like that. So after that, I'll join it on the shoulder, join it on the side, and add my sleeve. I've already put the dart, and that's the zip space. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go and shape the two sides. I'll remove 2 inches from, I'll remove 1.5 from the upper part because I've put that, and I'm going to remove 2 inches from the side of the hip circumference. So after doing that, just going to put my band on the skirt, and I will put my zip at the center of the back. And guys, we are done with the skirt like so. So the next thing now is to, I've joined the body of the top. I used 1 inch for the shaping so that it will be free as much as possible. So I will attach my sleeve to the top. So guys, thank you for watching the video up to this extent. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, turn up your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you guys. You can see the cloth of my client. She was very, very happy. So after all that, I attach my zip on the top and I attach the zip on the skirt. Thank you.